Dun Shows World.
Welcome to Shows World Gamers, Josh here, and welcome back to the channel, where we're going to jump into this week's Week in Review. And as this week draws to a close, I wanted to take a moment to look at this week's biggest news stories, a few of this week's gaming announcements, and of course a few of this week's big video game releases. But if this is your first time on the channel, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button to join in on the fun. Alright gamers, let's kick off this week in review with a few news stories. Now kicking off this week was THQ Nordic. They had their 2024 gaming showcase last Friday. The event kicked off with a Handy Games pre-show, showing off 5 smaller titles, with the highlight for me being an action-adventure game titled A Rat's Quest: The Way Back Home. Then the main showcase kicked off with an awesome-looking platformer game titled The Eternal Life of Goldman. We then got this awesome new Epic Mickey Rebrush trailer, which the more I see of this remake, the better it looks, and I can't wait until September 24th to get my hands on it. And then the showcase ended with a tease for an upcoming announcement during Gamescom, as well as news that a Darksiders project is in the works. Now, Baltro, the highly rated indie card game, stayed in the news this week with multiple stories coming out throughout the week, starting with news that the first major gameplay update will be coming in 2025, and it will be completely free. Also, via the Baltro X/Twitter account, they announced the game has surpassed 2 million units sold, and that 2 more surprises were on the way this summer. Also, the game creator explained that he has no plans to include or allow real money gambling to be included in the game, even protecting these wishes after he passes, as he included this in his will. Now, the latest gaming IP to come to the big screen released today. The Borderlands movie is a star-studded romp through the world of Pandora, starring Cate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Jamie Lee Curtis, Florian Montagu, and Ariana Greenblatt. And unfortunately, well, it's getting absolutely destroyed by critics. But we did go see the movie, and I will include our review of the film, where my 11-year-old son and I give our no-spoiler thoughts on the movie at the end of this video. Next up, let's take a look at some gaming announcements. Now, The Eternal Life of Goldman, which we just discussed, was shown at the THQ Nordic Gaming Showcase, and I thought the game looked like just a lot of fun. It was definitely one of the highlights of the presentation for me. The game is coming to the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series systems. The game is an action-adventure 2D platformer that weaves together legends, fairy tales, and myth. Now, Shiro and the Coal Town received a release date trailer announcing an October 24th release on the Nintendo Switch, as well as on PC. The game appears to be a cozy gameplay-style adventure game where you play as a young boy who is visiting the town of Akita with his family. Now, Spirit Mancer received an announcement trailer this week, and it is scheduled to release in November on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 5, as well as on PC. The game is a 2D action-adventure style game where you play as a modern-day demon hunter in the world of Inferno. You will hunt, capture, and summon demons along the way as you hack and slash, but also use strategy with deck-building mechanics mixed in. Now, Death Sprint 66 received a release date trailer this week, announcing a December 9th release on PC. But I'm really hoping we get a console announcement soon. The game is an action, hardcore, arcade-style, on-foot racing game developed by Sumo Digital. The game will have you dodging deadly obstacles, grinding rails, and more at breakneck speeds on courses in a dystopian world. Alright gamers, let's finish up this week in review with this week's new game releases. Now, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team was announced and then released this week as the newest addition to the Game Boy Advance library of games as part of the Nintendo Switch Online service Plus Expansion Pack. The game is a spin-off of the main series where you actually play as a Pokemon and set out on an adventure with a group of Pokemon. Now, Pepper Grinder released this week on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. The game is an action-packed pirate adventure starring Pepper, a seafaring soul with a passion for prospecting, and a huge grinder used to burrow through the earth and more in fun, fast 2D side-scrolling platforming as you seek to recover your stolen treasure. And we did play an early version of this game a while back and had a lot of fun with it. Now, Steam World Heist 2 released this week on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. In the game, you will take charge as Captain Leeway, joined by his ragtag crew of steambots to uncover the enigmatic menace threatening the Great Sea. The game uses a strategic turn-based combat style and has a large overworld map. Now, Natsumon, 20th Century Kid released this week on the Nintendo Switch and on PC. The game has you playing as a young boy from a traveling circus on summer vacation in a small town. The game has a cozy feel and life sim elements. You can collect bugs, catch fish, and interact with the townspeople. I did play the demo for this game on the channel, and I will link that video at the end of this one, so definitely check that out if this game sounds interesting. Now, Cat Quest 3, the newest game in the popular series, will have you playing as a swashbuckling privateer in a 2.5D open-world action role-playing game set in a fantastical pirate-themed world. The game is available now on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on August 9th. The week started with word coming out of Sony PlayStation's destruction of their huge acquisition from last year, the game company Bungie, that Destiny 3 was actually cancelled by Sony. Then Nintendo dropped a video outlining gameplay features on the upcoming The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. And the week ended with the kickoff of D23, Disney's huge showcase, giving us a look at the future of theme parks, movies, games, and much more. But let me know anything we may have missed in the comments, and thanks for joining us today, gamers. Shows World out.